levitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Set, green 80, black 15.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Rivers now from the 50. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, Echo.
55, Mike, got 55.
Hey, go orange.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hey, 79! 79!
Oh, good move. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56. Mox 56.
On 2nd down, it's Conner. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Check, 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 nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Gordon on 1st down. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming, I'm coming. Rush.
Run 80. Hey,
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Watch 98 for Mike. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Cluster.
25, check 25. Check 30.
On 3rd down, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
White.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns. And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with it. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Load it. Load it. You.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Round. Hey, repeat hunt.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer to that tackle.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And great special teams work here. This is knock it on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Check 15.
Greystone, travel.
36, 36.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
You don't know no better.
198.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 79! 79!
50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Rivers now. Caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Room!
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Red! Red!
Watch the edge. Check 24. Check 24.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check, Green 80! Black 15!
Check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Check, 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 check.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
First down, Rivers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Load it! Load it!
Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25.
Hey, Brown 80!
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Be ready.
Hey.
98 to Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's
Left.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Load it. Load it.
Watch the boot. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Q.
Target. Share.
Behind.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He's crashing.
Hey, Rocket. Q.
Tighten up.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set. 390.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Watch twist.
Alpha. Red Delta.
Check.
Behind.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 44 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Going top shelf for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
190.
I got you.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set 180. Block 11.
Check.
White 89.
Play action now. Rivers. And fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Mike's 50. Let him know.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch it. Mike 50. Come.
Hey, go orange.
3rd and long for Rivers. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. But guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Roethlisberger will throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
You better be ready. Hey, Wahoo! Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
Hey, eat. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Load it. Load it.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, Charlie. Behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
He's not going to get me.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The quick slant caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So
rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rivers here to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, wait.
55 is my guy, 55. Focus, defense, focus. Check, 55.
Rivers to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. On first down, Gordon. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Load it. Load it.
Mike, 55. Check.
Cluster.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone